Welcome to Connecting with Teens. Bernardo here, and we have some excellent information on how to get your teen excited about exercise. Stick around, make sure you pick up your copy of ConnecTEEN, and thanks for watching. I'm so glad you're able to join me today. Why don't you tell people out there what your Instagram account is all about?
Hi, Bernardo. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to speak on your platform and hopefully help out some parents and their teens. My name is Eileen. I'm a personal trainer. I'm also an online coach and a weight management specialist, currently based in New York City, but I also do a lot of work online.
And what really drew me to you was your story, your background, your history, and how you weren't really into athletics and running those marathons. Can you share some insight into parents out there who might want to help their kids with exercise as a teen?
Absolutely. So before I go into like a couple actionable strategies, I think it's also important to emphasize why this is such a crucial topic for parents in the first place. There's been studies, lots of studies done that show that if a child is overweight, even at the age of 5, they're about 70% likely to grow up and be overweight as a teenager and an adult. And if a child is still overweight by their 11th birthday, they will basically be pretty much overweight for every single birthday for the rest of their lives. So this is a very, very important topic.
This is crucial, this timing right now.
So going into some strategies now that we understand why this is so important. First of all, I want parents to start thinking about being a role model. And being a role model for their children. I think in general, adults in general, whether they're parents or not, one of the biggest excuses for not exercising is that we don't have time, that there's no time to exercise. But it's really crucial that we all make our health a priority, and especially parents who want to be around for a long time to see their children grow up, to have grandchildren, to have families of their own, and be there and celebrate that in a healthy and sustainable way. And a couple of different ways to do this, switching out cars and public transportation for walking or biking whenever this is possible, taking regular breaks during the day, especially if you're working a job that requires you to be on a computer for most of the time, even 5 or 10 minutes every hour, just get up, walk around, do some squats, do some sit-ups, do some push-ups. Get up just 15 or 20 minutes earlier in the morning and take a short walk, and do that again after dinner. And you can include your kids in this as well. And by doing this, you can inspire your children, and you can literally be their hero. By doing this, I think, again, a lot of times parents think that they sacrifice themselves for their children, and that's going to make a big difference by putting themselves aside. But I think it's important to remember that kids also want to see their parents succeed, and that makes an even bigger difference in a child's life. I learned this firsthand when I ran my first race, when I started running, and I saw parents completing the race with me and watching the rest of their family, whether it was their spouse and their small children, on the sidelines, and just seeing that and experiencing that firsthand.
I'm glad you shared your story, because that's the part that I loved, and it ties directly, absolutely directly into your first strategy of you got to be the role model, you got to set the example, be that role model, show your kids how to exercise.
Yep, absolutely. My second kind of way of framing this for parents is this idea of getting creative and making it more about than just exercise, but about experience. So think about how you can incorporate exercise into family trips or time you spend together on weekends. Can you go on a hike, maybe discover a new place? You can turn it into a game whenever possible. I like to think about things that we do every day, like watching TV. So maybe during commercial breaks, you turn it into a push-up contest with your child, or you throw a ball around.
Right, get those push-ups going right now.
Yes, or you see who can do the most squats in 30 seconds. Little things like this, they make a huge difference in the long run, and if you do them consistently. That into memories. Take pictures, record it, be silly. You'll find that you also enjoy it, I think, a lot more than you think. It's not.
And that's a good way to engage your son or daughter, completely making it random. You're sitting there watching The Mandalorian. They go to a commercial, or you pause in 10 minutes and start doing some push-ups, some squats, some lunges, something to mix it up, and then get back to what you were doing.
I love that. Even using the movies or the TV shows that they like, or video games that they might play, as inspiration. How can we turn that into something for physical activity?
Eileen, love your strategies. Love the blend of topics that you cover and how you're helping and assisting with that obesity problem and exercise.
If you enjoyed all of the things I spoke about today, feel free to check out my my Instagram account. Once again, it's @thefitnessecologist, no spaces. I provide a lot of tips, a lot of value strategies about fitness in general and how you can incorporate that into your lives.
Thank you so much for watching. And remember, here are some ways that you can help support our efforts here at Connecting with Teens.